Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first half of March from the 1st through the 15th roughly, and this reading is for the fire sign of our lovely lions, Leo. That's Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for a Leo, this video is relevant as well. If you know your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those as well for additional insight and perspective. It's a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone watching. Now, if you find that something does resonate with you, it really hits you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info attached to the description or the title of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you pretty quickly the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life of all different types, lengths, styles, costs, spreads, the 6 and 12-month overviews, which look at what's coming in your life over the next 6 or 12 months. Lots of different things. So if you're interested, please email me. I'd be delighted to hear from you. So I am using, for those of you who need to know, want to know, I am using the Deluxe Royal Tarot by artist Cyril Marchetti, and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, also by artist Cyril Marchetti. Please forgive my being a little hoarse and froggy. I'm just recovered from that horrible respiratory thing going around. I feel perfectly fine, just some residual hoarseness. So excuse me for sounding like a frog. All right, let's get going, Leo, and see what the first half of March 2024 looks like for you. We begin with the Emperor. The Emperor is attached to the sign of Aries. That might be relevant to some of you. Otherwise, this is about taking control of your life. It might be about another specific individual. If that's the case, this would be somebody typically of seniority, status, decision-making ability. It's about taking charge and being responsible and accountable for the decisions and choices that you make. With the Ace of Swords, epiphanies, new information. Something new has come in, a new perspective, a new mindset, a new opportunity, the beginning of that, conversations coming in. For some of you, it might be I'm getting an offer. For some of you, it might be an offer of some kind. Let's keep going. Next, we have death, endings, transformations. So change is on the horizon for you, Leo. This is about letting go of the old and embracing the new. With the Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a female, but in a general reading could be male as well. So this can represent somebody who is might be relevant or influential for you in some way. Somebody who's capable, practical, resourceful, giving, very stable, very balanced, probably financially comfortable, very good at navigating the day-to-day world that we live in. Some of you, this might represent your financial and material stability, but I feel like it's positive. Next, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but again, it's a general reading, so it could be female. This is the King of Air, of intellect, so somebody who is a very clear and direct. Some of you, this might represent you or your energy, but I feel like for most of you, it's another person here that's somehow significant. So this is somebody who's probably a very clear and direct communicator, somebody who's very smart, very astute. With that, we have the Three of Wands, starting to see your efforts paying off, watching your ship come in, feeling much more hopeful, positive, optimistic about the future. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the first half of March, Leo, is the Six of Coins. This speaks of giving and receiving, gift giving, gift receiving. I feel like there's an opportunity here a major transformative opportunity here that you're going to have to act on in a very decisive, assertive way. But it's going to mean a major change, especially with death here. It's going to mean a major change in your life, letting go of the old, embracing the new, moving forward into an unknown future, perhaps, for some of you, but taking charge. There's quite a strong theme here about being responsible for what you choose here, one way or the other. Let's take a look at that overall energy of the Six of Coins, giving and receiving. It represents both being open to giving, open to receiving. Strength and the Knight of Swords. So strength is about facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, which is exactly what the transformative card of death represents. It's not physical death. Don't start planning a funeral or anything, right? It's major transformative change. It's going to require strength, courage, wisdom, humility, intuition, but those are also qualities you gain strength in by moving through that. And the Knight of Swords, knights, of course, are the movers of the tarot. They always have a mission, a goal, and they're very focused on that. The Knight of Swords is very decisive, very assertive, very smart. He doesn't charge forward without a plan. He has all the information and he charges forward with it as well. There's a lot of conversation tied up with the Knight of Swords as well. Some of you, again, there's some kind of major change or transformation coming in. You're being called to be the one to act on this in a very assertive, action-oriented manner. But it's going to mean a complete change and transformation. Some of you, it might mean that you're being asked to step up and give of something, give of yourself, give of your time, give of something. Some of you, I think more of you, are being asked to receive, meaning that there's an offer or opportunity coming in that you're being called to take, should you choose to do it. But it's going to be about ending your old life, ending an old life, an old way of being, an old way of looking at something, an old way of living perhaps, and moving into something new. Let's take a look at this Emperor and the Ace of Swords. Nine of Wands and the Star. Perhaps you've been feeling discouraged, depressed, despairing, wondering if you should go on, or feeling like something is too burdensome with that Nine of Wands. But the Star is renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. It feels like you're being offered, a way out here, a way through something that perhaps you felt like you were stuck in, that it had become just this trudge, but yet you felt like there wasn't anything else for you to do but just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You're being offered some kind of opportunity, a way through, a way out, a way onto a new path here. The Ace of Swords, we have the Four of Cups, which is an offer being received, but it can also represent being afraid to take it. You might be feeling apathetic, what I have has been sufficient for me, even though it maybe not be my ideal or joy, and you have to let go of that in order to take this new opportunity, because the World, the last major arcana card, so in a cycle, a pretty significant cycle, would be coming to an end here. Okay, let's take a look at Death and the Queen of Pentacles. Court cards can be kind of tricky in general readings because they can either represent energies in your life or energies you're being called upon to manifest, to present like these stereotypical court cards, or they can represent specific individuals. I feel like for a lot of you, this King of Swords is actually a separate person, an actual person, not your energy. But let's take a look at Death and the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands again, which came with that King of Swords. So the Three of Wands is about, okay, you're starting to see your efforts paying off. That's what the three wands represent. The ship is coming in. You're excited, you're hopeful, you're positive, you're optimistic about that. This is something you've been wanting, wishing, dreaming, working for. Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success, positive growth, elevation. Could be winning something, awards, promotions, recognition, just a moving on, a moving up. Let's take a look at the Queen of Coins. Death again, and the Chariot. Wow. Major transformation, but it requires you taking charge. Just like that Emperor energy. This is about letting go of the old, embracing the new, moving forward onto a new path, and taking control. But you're going to have to say yes in order for that to happen. And you're responsible for and accountable for whether you say yes or whether you say no. Some of you, this may be very beneficial with your financial and material foundation, your money, your career, your job. Let's take a look at this King of Swords, the Three of Wands. I mean, in regards to personal or love and romance, I'm not getting an awful lot of that here, but if it's an offer in that respect, there's a strong practical component to it as well. Let's take a look at the King of Swords. King of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords. The Six of Pentacles again. The Ace of Swords again, right? So the offer, the opportunity that's coming in, which would mean, should you choose to say yes to it, it would mean an ending, excuse me, of an old way of life. It would be completely transformative. It's being offered to you by this person. There's a new perspective here, help, resources. Again, it could be love and romance. But for those of you for whom that might resonate, it comes with a strong practical or even financial and material component. Let's take a look at that Three of Wands. This is somebody who would be very clear and direct with you about this. Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. The Three of Wands with Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. Something is on the way. But again, you have to say yes to it. It's something you deserve. It's something you've worked for. But it may be a bit nerve-wracking to you because, again, it requires letting go of an old way of life and moving into something new, something completely transformative. Excuse me. It's something that Spirit thinks is fair, equitable, and even. Again, for many of you, this has, whether or not it's directly in career, work, job, money, or relationship, or something combining both of those, it has a pretty clear, positive, beneficial effect on your financial and or material security. So let's end with asking for advice and guidance from Spirit. Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Judgment. You're being called to action here, and you are accountable for your decision either way, because typically the results of judgment are final, meaning if you choose to say no, whatever path you've been on, you're just going to have to kind of suck it up and deal with that. That's what you're going to be left with, right? If you decide to say yes and move forward on this new path, which you're clearly being asked to do, it will change your entire life. But either way, you're accountable for the decisions and choices you make. Eight of Wands, it's a card of fast action, powerful, decisive, assertive action, forward movement. It might require travel of some of you. It might be moving, relocating, travel. The Fool, it makes sense. The Fool is the first major arcana card. We already have the World. So a new journey begins. Going into the unknown, which means stepping out of your comfort zone, going into the unknown without really knowing how this is going to work out. But that's exactly what you're being called to do. Complete and utter transformation, should you choose to say yes. Spirit is clearly indicating that you should, but free will, free agency, right? All right, I think I'll leave it there, Leo. Those are your messages for the first half of March. I hope you found them relevant, gave you something to think about, or validated what you're already thinking. Again, if this did resonate with you and you'd like to pull the curtain back and perhaps take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly, Maggie, @gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the mid-month readings. Stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.